Virtuous marketers, what's up? It's been a while. It's been a couple days since my last live. Definitely been super busy, and man, I gotta tell you, I hit a wall. Sometime around last week, I hit a wall, and I just lost motivation to do a lot of the extra stuff I was putting in there, and I couldn't understand because I want to. I have like so many goals, and I want to keep heading towards them. And then I realized I never take a day off. And it was kind of like this weird epiphany that I had. And I'm like, man, I worked myself to the bone. And my body was just like, nah, you need a day off, man. So I actually took a day for myself, took 2 days actually, Saturday and Sunday. I mean, I messaged a little bit on Facebook and stuff like that, but I made a promise to myself. I was like, I'm not gonna handle clients. Nobody else works. None of my clients work on the weekend. Why should I? So yeah, it was like an awakening moment, which was really hard for me to get back in the mood on Monday. But anyways, the point was because I was chatting more than I was working. I wasn't working anymore, so I was like actually having conversations with people and trying to explain to people what I do. And like when I say building sales funnels, nobody ever gets it. Nobody ever. Sales funnels are still relatively new for a lot of people, right? So what is a sales funnel? Is it necessary? Do you need it for your business? What does it do? The best way that I can describe it is because there's certain things that we know that we need for our business, the old mantras, the old techniques, like customer service and lead generation. The customer's always right, which I hate that one. I want to abolish that expression. I hate it. Customer's not always right. In fact, the customer can be a damn pain in the ass. And in my opinion, I think more businesses should fire customers and be like, get out of the store. I think that's opened just this mentality where people can treat businesses terrible and treat employees terrible, and it makes people hate the job. I think that's actually one of the reasons why the 9 to 5 became such an unbearable thing. It's not necessarily the work environment. A lot of places are great to work. A lot of people have great relationships with their colleagues and coworkers. No, the real reason is like most of the time when dealing with customers, it's a pain. It's actually one of the things I hate the most. I hate dealing with customers. So, and clients can be a pain in the butt. So that's just, totally my opinion. Let me come off my soapbox. It's just one of those things that there are certain things that everyone has the mentality that you need for your business, right? You got to have customer service for your business. You got to have like something for sale, product, service, et cetera, et cetera. There's all these things that we know that you need for your business, but what we don't realize is like what a sales funnel is. So just to give you put it into perspective of something that's a little bit more familiar. I actually have a cartoon video that I did for one of my commercials for one of my Facebook ads that I was running for my agency. It's a little cartoon character about this guy who just opened up a huge store and he's proud of it. He put up signs, stocked the shelves full of product, did everything right, ran ads to spend a bunch of money building the whole thing out. And on the day of the grand opening, where the store was filled with customers, he didn't have any employees. So all the customers were there with money waiting to buy, and they're like, anyone to help me? And the picture that it paints is that that's what we do with our websites, right? People just go to your website, and if you looked at the analytics as much as I look at, people just bounce away from the website. So hey, Corey, thanks for jumping in. People just go to your website and bounce. They leave. They don't stick around. So what ends up happening is that it's just like the store. If you go to the store and there's no employee to help you, no one to ask you questions, no one to actually walk you through the sale, what are you going to do? You're going to leave, right? Why would you just stick around in the store? There's no one there to help you. That's essentially what a website is, right? There's just so much information and it's great, but there's no reason for them to buy. There's no reason for them to call you. Well, that's when a sales funnel comes in. Sales funnel's like, hey, you have a problem. They pulled you in. We can solve that problem. And this is how we're going to do it, right? And you give them your email information, contact information, and then you become part of an email sequence, which is part of the funnel. So it's kind of like an indoctrination sequence where they're just warming you up and they're letting you know, Whereas everything else and everyone else is kind of like all the other companies, it's like they're crossing their fingers hoping that people are going to pick up the phone and call them. So going into the caption of this live, I was talking about lead generation. Why are leads important for everyone? And I'll just kind of give you an example by using the strategy of a sales funnel. We'll take e-commerce, for example, right? Because I know a lot of people that have started a Shopify store, myself included. I had a Shopify store, drop shipping from AliExpress, and using the Overlow app. It's really cool stuff. I mean, if you're doing it, it's great. But the problem is Shopify store has the same result as a website, right? It's not selling for you. Just because people are going and looking around, there's no one walking the customer through the store. Like in a real store, you have someone doing that. I mean, unless you're Amazon, where people go specifically to buy stuff and they go and look and they find the thing they want to buy and they leave. But that's Amazon. Everyone knows Amazon. Amazon's built themselves up so much, so they're the #1 e-commerce brand out there. What about the other ones? Let's take some, who was it? There was actually someone in this group, I can't remember who I was talking to about it, but he had a camping store and I was offering him a solution. And because I promote ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is the software that I use to build all my sales funnels. And I was using it as a solution to him that instead of when you run your Facebook ads, instead of sending them straight to your Shopify store, send them to a popular product, right? So you have your sales funnel. So you run the ad, they go to your sales page. Now they're solving that problem. Do you see what I'm saying? And so if they decide to buy that item, you now have their email address, right? So, and once that sales funnel buys their address or they buy that product, it takes them to the next step. You can sell them something else related to that product, right? And then at the end of the funnel, then you get them to your store and let them look around. But the point is that this increases conversions because they're not getting information overload by going straight to your website. But more importantly, what they're getting is they're giving their email address to you, right? And you don't even have to sell through your email sequence. All you have to do is build a relationship with them, right? Build trust, build comfort, because not everybody's willing to buy right there at that second. Think about that for a second. When you go and you look around the internet, are you ready to buy? Sometimes you're just looking, right? Sometimes you just want ideas. So just because someone went to your store doesn't mean that they're going to buy right there in that moment. They might come back later. How do you get them back later? That's the thing. So there's retargeting ads through Facebook, which you can do. There's retargeting through Google, tracking cookies. There's a whole bunch of different ways to retarget. Hey, Mariana, thank you for jumping in. There's a whole bunch of different ways that you can do this, okay? But the main point I get at is that you wouldn't think leads are important for e-commerce. But I just told you why a lead is important, because it doesn't matter if they purchased or if they didn't purchase. They're now a lead. You got their email address. You see what I'm saying? So at this point, if you get like 1 million leads through your funnel, whether or not they're buying from your store regularly, you can sell to them regularly. So next time you have a promotion going on and you have a list of 10,000 people, you can send that promotion out. No ads. You just click a button, write an email, click a button, say, hey guys, I got this awesome promotion, this new item that we're selling for X amount of dollars. Anybody that's interested, it's only going to be up for 24 hours. A little scarcity always helps. It's only up for 24 hours. Get it while it's hot. You're going to get a whole bunch of sales just for sending out an email, one email, because you have a list of leads that are interested in the same thing that you're selling. Otherwise, they wouldn't be on your list, right? Leads are important for every business. And a lot of people get so damn focused on that sale, right? They're just like, they got tunnel vision, right? They're looking through a straw. They're seeing the world, the business world through a straw. You know, you gotta put on your goggles. You gotta your wide angle lens. You know, you gotta look at the world from a more broad perspective. That there's a lot more things that you should be doing for your business rather than just hoping to get a single sale, right? You need to be building relationships, building your brand, because those people that if they end up liking you, they're going to come back. They're going to refer friends. Okay. It's the long game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So like, for instance, let me kind of give you an example right now. And a lead magnet is a hell of a way to get somebody into your funnel. Just a simple lead magnet. You can give something away and get somebody to become a lead for you, right? If it's your niche, whatever your niche is, like say it's dieting, right? That's usually I'm a dietitian. I sell diet coaching. Um, well, think about it. If you offered a free ebook, you know, or a free diet plan, or a free shopping list of groceries to buy, right? Or a free calorie counter cheat sheet guide or whatever, if you just gave them something for free, do you realize how many people that would be interested in that just come in like vultures, right? like moths to the flame, because you used a lead magnet to pull them in as leads. So now when you're sending out your emails, you get them back in to come. So potentially that's what like my Facebook group acts like that. My email list acts like that. My courses, I have a free course, and I put it in the link today. But that's a great example. I put a lot of work into that free course, right? I built it all out. I did the videos, I recorded the videos, and I just gave the knowledge that I have for marketing and how sales funnels can be used, kind of like what I'm doing right now. And I put it out there. I said, if anybody wants the free course, this is what I use. This is how I apply it to ClickFunnels. And just by doing that, because I know you're into sales funnels, I know you're into business, you're a part of my Facebook group, right? So I might have something that's good for you later on down the road. Like maybe when I finish my book someday, you know, and I want to sell it, I can promote it to my email list. Hey guys, I wrote a book. You want to check it out? So it's not necessarily that I'm doing that for the sake of doing that, right? Because he just wants to sell to us. I hear that so much. He just wants to sell. That's one of the things I want to do. Yes, I'm a businessman, but that's not what drives me. That's not what drives me. And this is Russell Brunson. He says it, in this book, .com Secrets. Love this man. I love all the stuff that he writes. Dig the Well. He talks about this when he's talking about his Dream 100, and I love it. But dig the well. And what he means is don't wait until you're thirsty to dig your well. Start digging it now, right? Think about it. You don't want to have to wait until you need it. So that's what I'm doing. Everybody's like, oh, he just wants to sell something. I'm like, really? I don't really want to sell anything right now. I don't have anything to sell. I have the course I'm working on. I've been promoting that, get people to do that. And I've gotten a lot of leads so far, but I haven't really sold much. You know what I'm saying? I'm digging the well. I'm trying to let people know, hey guys, I'm building something here, something that's going to be freaking awesome. See what I'm saying? I'm digging the well. I'm putting in the effort because I know later I'm going to want people that are into the same stuff that I'm into. Does it make sense? That doesn't make me a bad person. It makes me a person that thinks ahead. It's that simple. So, I mean, I put the link for the free course too. It's legit, guys. If you're interested in learning sales funnels, it applies to every business. So it's not just lead generation. There's upsells, there's downsells. This book right here is a good one. Expert Secrets is another great one too. I would actually get Expert Secrets because there's a lot of people, especially in this group, and a lot of people just starting out, the beginners. A lot of us have this mentality that we think we're not good enough. We do that to ourselves. It's one of the most ugly things on the planet. And I just caught myself when I hit the wall last week. I was doing it. I was trying to like convince myself that I was like, maybe I'm not ready to be launching this course that I'm preparing. You know, maybe I'm just not ready. Maybe I should. We do that as human beings. We teach ourselves. We get in our own way. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. And I'll tell you, the book Expert Secrets helps you kind of like combat that. It shows you it's like you are good enough. You are. And I can't do it justice by this video, but if you read the book, he goes into great depth and detail on the reasons that are gonna pump you through. So give it a go, guys. Join the Facebook group. Yeah, seriously. Or not Facebook group, the course. Sorry, I got an email right now. I was reading it and I got distracted. Squirrel. A very important person. So like this is a great example, actually, digging the well. The email that just came through was from one of the 2 Comma Club winners. Now I set my year goal is that I'm going to be a part of the 2 Comma Club, meaning I'm going to have $1 million go through my sales funnel. It's not about the money to me. It's about building something, setting a goal and achieving that goal. That's what it's about to me. Don't care about any of the other stuff. All I care about is building something that I can be proud of, that I can look after it's been built and say, yes, I built that. And that 2 Comma Club is my goal. That's a great tangible finish line for me. So anyways, I've been reaching out to a lot of 2 Comma Club winners lately, and not all of them reply back, and a lot of them are trying to sell me stuff, but I think it's funny. But it's great because I'm actually on a point right now where I'm on a joking level with them, so it's really cool. And actually it comes full circle, because in this book he's talking about his Dream 100, and you think that you can't talk to these people like so I've got a couple on my that I haven't reached out to yet because I'm scared, but there's like Grant Cardone. He's one that I want to reach out to. Who was one of the other top ones? Robert Herjavec, Cuban, and David John, the Shark Tank guys. I want to reach out to them. I've got so much respect for them, but I'm scared to reach out because they're not going to want to talk to a guy like me. And it's true, they're not going to want to talk to me, but it shouldn't stop me. They're human beings, you know, and if they can spare 5 minutes of their time to sign an autograph at an event, then couldn't they take 5 minutes or 30 seconds of their time to reply to an email and say, hey, thanks for being a fan? Right? Think about that for a second. Yes, time is valuable, but people are people. So anyways, I've been doing that a lot, and I've been reaching out to a lot of people who a year ago, there's no way in hell I would have done that. But and you're going to find out as you go along on your journeys, guys, your mentality starts to shift. Like, oh, that's actually something. Why not? I'm already 16 minutes in. This is a long live tonight. I'm in a mood. I'm in a mood to talk. Hitting that wall was a great thing for me because it opened my eyes to how far I've come. Right. So let me kind of paint you a picture. I used to get triggered a lot, and I still kind of do. I don't like lose my mind and start yelling and screaming, right? But when people just when gibberish flies out of someone's mouth and they don't actually like think about, you know what I mean? It's really easy to see that and feel that, and you see it when they're typing it in their Facebook posts and stuff, or they're trying to antagonize people. I get pulled in, or I used to get pulled in, right? I'm like, hey, listen, you're doing this on purpose and stuff like that. I'm trying to articulate this appropriately. So because of all the stuff that I've gone through, I've actually gotten to a point, I don't want to say a level of enlightenment, but I look at them and it's like, it doesn't matter what other people do or say. Like, even for me to get pulled in, it doesn't help toward my goals. It doesn't help. So I'm trying to do good for the world. I have a book that I'm trying to write, and I want to change the school system. Arguing with somebody online doesn't help toward those goals. So now, like, if I keep scrolling and there's people that comment on the stuff, like when I go into groups and I write something helping someone out, and then somebody jumps in with their negative comment, where I used to reply, I just click block that person. It's not that I don't appreciate constructive criticism. Okay, I do. But if somebody's like intentionally attacking me, nope, don't have time for it. It's amazing how much my mind has changed, right? Because I immediately recognize, like, if I start to get a little upset or triggered, I'm just like, nope, not even worth my time. And I move past it. There was this one guy that invited me to his Facebook group, and I like this guy. He's a really good guy. I see him in multiple Facebook groups, and he created a spamming group. Because there's a lot of people out there that just drop links and spam. And he's like, here's a group where you can do that. And I thought that was a good idea, right? Like, a whole bunch of people could just randomly go in there. There might be something that somebody likes. It might work, you know? Kind of like a punching bag, a proverbial punching bag, right? And I thought this guy was creating a group, and I'm like, that's a genius idea, man. But then as I started reading the comments, and these guys are just like mocking all of the people that are selling CBD oil, the people that are trying to fake it until they make it, and just like the list goes on and on. And then there was another friend of mine, a mutual friend of mine. She doesn't speak English very well, and then she took the group seriously. It was clearly a joke, like this just ridiculous joke that they were posting in this group. Everybody just commenting negative and talking trash, and she posted an actual link where she was promoting her, I think it was CBD oil, and she's a legitimate business person, right? She's trying to make a living. So what? She's selling CBD oil. Well, how does that affect anybody? But the people jump in and they start mocking her. And I'm like, I'm done. I posted, I'm like, yeah, well, congratulations on your trash talking group. At first I thought this was a great idea, but now it's BS. I don't want any part of this. And I didn't even stick around for comments. I just I unfollowed the group. I left. I have no idea what's going on with that. But it's like when you spend your time focusing on other people, how the hell are you going to get anything done? And I remember years ago when I worked at Walmart and somebody reported me to management because they said I spent a lot of my time goofing around. And when management came to me, I was only like 18 at the time. And when management came to me and they were like, yeah, we've been told and we're just going to have to ask you. And I'm like, let me ask you something. Who said that? And they're like, we're not at liberty to say that. We can't tell you. I'm like, well, no, I would like to know what constitutes a lot of time goofing around. What is a lot of time? And they said, well, it's your shift. You should be working and this and that. And I'm like, well, listen, if you can give me something to work with here and tell me, I was a little smart ass of a kid. I'm not going to lie. But I was like, if you can give me a tangible, if you can give me a number to work with, how much time is too much time? And if you can do that, then I want to ask you, how does this other person know I'm wasting? And as a matter of fact, why was that not your first question you asked them when they reported me goofing off? Because the only way that they can notice that I'm goofing off is that they have to be in my department. And I know I'm the only person in my department, so that just begs the question, how would they possibly know that unless they weren't doing their job? See, the thing is, when you're worried about other people, you are preventing yourself from succeeding. Think about that. I'm going to close on that note. All right, 20-minute live today. I like it. Let me know if you guys liked it. Join the group, man. If anybody's got any questions, hit me up. Always happy to help. That is my main goal in life. All right, guys. Well, thanks for jumping on the live, the few of you that did. And anybody that watches the replay, give me a hashtag virtuous in the comments. All right, guys. Until next time.